Yo, magandang araw mga idol. May 2007, isang malaking laban ang naganap sa mundo ng professional boxing. Ito nga ay na maglaban noon ang dalawa sa pound for pound fighter na si Oscar Dela Hoya at Floyd Mayweather Jr. Ang laban na ito ang pangalawa sa may pinakamalaking kinita sa pay-per-view buys na nagtala ng $2.5 million sa pay-per-view revenue. Sa mga panahon na ito ay kasalukuyang 6th Division World Champion si Oscar Dela Hoya na may record na 38 wins with 30 knockout at may 4 na talo. Samantalang si Floyd Mayweather Jr. ay 4th Division World Champion na may record na 37 wins with 24 knockout at walang talo. Isa nga sa mga dahilan kung bakit kumita ng malaki ang laban ng Mayweather Jr. at Dela Hoya ay dahil sa mga panta-trash talk ni Floyd sa press conference nila.
Hi, my name is Oscar Dela Hoya. I'm gonna do this. You ain't gonna do shit. Fifth, you ain't gonna do shit.
I'll give you something to cry about.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You want Oscar to sign it? You want Oscar? Let me let him sign it. Let me let him sign it for you.
Sit down. Sit down.
Had to lay back and it couldn't be easy. Once I got his name on that contract, that's all I had. Then I can get loose.
A tough fight come May 5th.
I'm so scared.
Can we get a stare down, please?
I'm the top dog of this. I'm the top dog of this. You ain't tough. You ain't tough.
Stop
You
it.
ain't tough. You don't scare me, man. I'm a beast, man.
Isa pa sa taong masasabing naging malaki ang ginampanan sa laban na ito ay ang mismong ama ni Mayweather Jr. Sa mga hindi nga po nakakaalam, itong si Floyd Mayweather Sr. ang isa sa mga naging trainer ni Oscar Dela Hoya at masasabing si Mayweather Sr. ang isa sa mga susi sa tagumpay ni Dela Hoya sa mundo ng professional boxing. Subalit sa pagkakataong iyon ay wala sa panig ni Dela Hoya itong si Floyd Sr. Bagamat may lumabas nga na balita noon na inoferan ng $1 million ni Dela Hoya si Mayweather Sr. upang maging trainer niya, tinanggihan naman ito ni Floyd Sr. sapagkat ang makakalaban nga naman ni Dela Hoya ay ang kanyang anak. Kung baga nanaig pa rin sa ama ni Mayweather Jr. ang pagiging tatay nito. Kahit pa nga napakalaki ng offer dito ni Dela Hoya. May 2007 naglaban si Dela Hoya at Mayweather Jr. Didepensa ni Dela Hoya ang kanyang WBC World Super Welterweight title. Sa mga unang round ay makikitang agresibo si Dela Hoya at makikitang desididong babagsakin ang undefeated fighter na si Mayweather Jr.
Walk in and shoot power punches.
The names Atiana and Jacob on the back of Dela Hoya's trunks. His two children inside by Dela Hoya. And for a moment there, they exchanged punches. That's what Oscar Dela Hoya needs. Now he lands a jab again. First minute of the second round, landing both a left hook inside and a right hand across the top against Floyd Mayweather. There's another.
Going to do that and mount his attacks off of the jab, particular jab in that Mayweather's left eye, which will neutralize Mayweather counterpunches. He'll do very well.
Good right hand across the top from Dela Hoya. Straight right hand, landing for Dela Hoya. And a jab, and a right hand again, and the crowd goes nuts as Dela Hoya begins to take over offensively, fighting the bigger man.
It looked good to the crowd, but they didn't land effectively.
Landed enough to make the point that he's landing punches while Floyd isn't throwing.
He's winning this round, I'll tell you that much. If he continues doing what he's doing, he'll win this round.
Straight right hand by Mayweather. Dela Hoya flurries before Floyd moves away. In tonight than in previous fights. As soon as Mayweather threw his right hand, Oscar tried to land a left. There'll be a lot of that.
And Oscar's doing a very good job of neutralizing Mayweather's left hook.
Look upstairs. Mayweather slips away from the jab. Oscar reaching, having trouble finding Mayweather. He was rooting for in the fight, saying that he had extremely mixed feelings that it was even taking place. You saw the CompuBox numbers, which slightly favored Dela Hoya. Across the top, and for the first time in the fight, Mayweather looks genuinely on the defensive.
Oscar's fighting a perfect fight right now.
At Mayweather's body, Mayweather blocking the shots with his right arm. Now the left hook lands upstairs. And he lands a right.
He's being aggressive, not trying to think too much, because if he thinks, he's not going to be for thinking. But he's very effective.
Sledgehammer.
These are two boxing savants trying to find the right formula to fight.
Punching across the top. Mayweather this time backs Oscar off with a body shot. Now pops him with the jab.
Or whatever, but he's falling right back in between the traps. Whether you land a clean punch on Floyd is not that important. Hit him on the shoulders, elbows, anywhere. Just hoping that the weight size and the strength will think him too much. Because when he thinks too much, he's playing right into Mayweather's hand. When he lets the punches go, he does very well.
Yep, you saw what happens when Oscar waits and gives Mayweather time. Mayweather landed. He's so quick on his feet. Good quick left hook there by Floyd Mayweather.
That's his key punch.
Straight right hand lead for Mayweather. Tremendously effective with that punch. And instantly he moves away to try to apply the activity down the stretch. And there's your answer. To the side. Left hook lead. Moves away to the side. This is vintage Mayweather. This is why Dela Hoya needs to find...
Two against Oscar De La Hoya. Good aggressiveness. He got off, threw some real good shots. But 1-3 to Floyd Mayweather. 29-28, 2-1 Floyd.
Toward the end of 12-round fights.
It's always been a concern that I overhead with him. In this case here, also, he's fighting flat.
And again, here at the beginning of round 4, we see Mayweather landing the cleaner shots.
He hasn't used it that much.
He worked in training camp on being more relaxed and less intense, but in the ring tonight, it's the same intense.
Fist. And that has helped the tire.
There are the body shots, and there is a sustained attack to the body like nothing you've seen in Dela Hoya's career.
I have a feeling he's going to turn a tire going down the stretch. I just see that in his body movement.
No question, Mayweather is the more relaxed. Something he will have to do differently, and he seems concertedly aware of it in that moment. And because he throws the body shots, Oscar De La Hoya threw about 12 body shots in a row.
But I didn't see it. I don't think they was effective. They wasn't effective. I see it. Floyd is
by a couple of shots upstairs. They go back to the center of the ring, and it's back to being Floyd's fight.
not, but I think they're getting closer. He's getting closer and closer. I see as the fight goes on, Oscar's going to be getting hit with a lot of clean shots. This volley of punches, particular series of left hooks, to me, I don't personally think any of those punches was that effective to me. I know he's landing me a lot of effort, and I think
twice now we've heard Roger Mayweather say he's going to get tired, we'll get him.
Power punches through 4, Dela Hoya 29 out of 108. Mayweather precise and accurate, 33 out of 50.
Later in the fight.
Good quick left hook inside by Mayweather and a big right hand upstairs by Floyd. Biggest shot of the night for Mayweather.
Good effective.
It's one thing to say you're going to be more relaxed, but there's so much pressure in trying to find Floyd Mayweather, set something up with the body and then go upstairs.
You know, what Oscar's doing is the best thing he can do. I think it's good, but the only thing I've been concerned about him not getting tired.
But within the time frame of 12 rounds. And again, Dela Hoya tries to...
And there, it's a very close fight. We don't really know yet who's going to get...
Because of the quick right-hand counters of Floyd Mayweather. He's so quick and slinky with his right hand. Every time Dela Hoya gets Mayweather...
Tired at the end.
One thing I would say is that Oscar De La Hoya should throw his jab more. But I'm sure whether near the ropes you can feel the urgency as Oscar tries to suddenly take advantage of the opportunity.
You know,
There's a red abrasion on the outside of De La Hoya's right eye, probably from a Mayweather left hook. Straight right hand across the top.
Mayweather is standing right in with De La Hoya here. This is toe-to-toe.
And now the hand speed difference shows up in the center of the ring.
Right, he feels
recently down the stretch of those fights in which he's comfortable and confident. De La Hoya briefly landed a right cross across the top.
I like that.
The edge for Mayweather puts De La Hoya on the defensive as soon as they're in the middle of the ring. And Mayweather is trying to knock Oscar out with a right. It would be very satisfying for Mayweather after all the talk about the possibility that De La Hoya, the bigger man, might knock him out if he could score a knockout of Oscar fight. This is round 6 of a scheduled 12.
This is high-speed chess.
Speed with the jab, as Vernon Forrest did to Shane Mosley. That's not working as well. So once again, Dela Hoya.
Between two outstanding fighters, but plainly the speedier is Mayweather.
He wins the rounds, but basically it's been Mayweather getting off first, landing more clean shots.
And just to show you that Oscar heard Freddie Roach.
Every effort, doing everything properly, and if he can hold up stamina-wise, he's got a good chance of winning it going down the stretch.
Might win the fight. I mean, it's hard to say. He fights in staccato bursts. He likes it that way. De La Hoya trying to pressure.
Well, if Floyd doesn't punch
The crowd
that.
rises again. Once again, Oscar being more active, setting up the assault with the jab, putting Mayweather on the defensive, Mayweather countering back for this. And where does Mayweather go from this pinnacle after claiming that he's going to retire? They fight to the...
And by the reaction of the crowd, the dramatics.
And new WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Pretty Boy.
Nanalo si Mayweather Jr. via split decision. Dalawang judge ang pumabor kay Floyd, samantalang ang isang judge naman ay pumabor kay Dela Hoya. Subalit sa pagkakapanalo ng iyan ni Mayweather Jr., marami ang mga boxing expert ang hindi kumbinsido. Sa kanilang palagay sapat daw ang ipinakita ni Dela Hoya upang siya ang manalo sa laban. Maging ang mismong ama ni Mayweather Jr. Ganoon din ang palagay. Kung titignan nga daw ang laban, mas nakakalamang daw si Dela Hoya.
How did you see the fight, Floyd?
Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. Throwing more punches, you would have to give it to Oscar. But
Those shots are just blocking punches. You could have seen Oscar getting the decision. Is that what you're saying?
most,
Oscar or Floyd? Who won?
hey man, if you go by point system, you're gonna have to give it to Oscar. If you go by point system.
Thank you. Jim?